This conference will now be recorded.
And good morning to all. Today's topic is dictionary data structure. Dictionary data structure. So already different data structures are available. One is a list data structure is available, list and tuple data structure is available, and set data structure is available. All these data structures, either list or tuple or set, to store only values. To store only values. That's a very important concept. These data structures, either list data structure or tuple data structure or set data structure, these data structures are used to store the values of either same type or different type, same type or different data type. These elements are used to, these objects, list object, tuple objects, set objects, are used to store the either only for values only. For example, if you want to store the values with keys with values, keys with value. For example, if you want to store the key and value pair, then we should go for dictionaries concept. We want to store only values. If you want to store only values, use a list. If you want to store only values, use a tuple. If you want to store only values, use a set. But here, if you want to store the key and value pairs, then we should go for the dictionaries concept. Sir, where it is applied, sir? For example, if you want to store the name of the student based on the rule number, So now the key is a here the rule number is a key. Here the rule number is a key, and the name is a value. For example, if you want to store the phone number and address, based on the phone number address. For example, some of the grocery stores, some of the shopping malls, they are stored in the information only based on the phone number only. Based on the phone number. And the Kaspi Technology Institute also store the information, your information stored completely only based on the phone number only. And phone number and address. This is called as a address. Now the phone number is a key and address is the value. And one more is the, for example, your username. So now the username is a key and the password is a value. Password, for example, your Gmail address, username and password, it is called as a IP address. IP address, and the based on the domain name. Domain name is a domain name. So these are the value. Or for example, the flat number, and the name of the customer name. For example, your bank account number, and the name of the customer. So these are the user name, keys and value. Here in bank example, account number is a unique value. Customer name is a different value. For example, account number 1901, the customer name is, for example, Ram. And account number 1902, the customer name is, for example, Venkat. Account number 1903, for example, the customer name is Cosmic. And account number 1904, again, zero number 4 is the Venkat. Is another person. But here, values are duplicate values. Here the values are duplicate values, but the keys are unique values. Sir, why you should go for dictionaries? Dictionary means it is used to store the keys and value pair. What is dictionary? The first point is a collection of key and value pairs. Okay, and each pair is separated by commas. And each pair is separated by commas, and enclosed by curly braces. Here the set is also enclosed by the curly braces. Similarly, dictionary is also enclosed by the curly braces. It is also called a dictionary. It is called a dictionary. That is the first point. And the second one is a dictionary. How to create the dictionary? Dictionaries are also created by using the DICT inbuilt function, same as the list of tuple sets. And we are created by using the dictionary function. And one more, third one is insertion order is preserved. And the fourth one, insertions are allowed. And fifth one, the deletions are also allowed. In the dictionary, the deletions are also allowed. Sixth one, insertions and deletions allowed. That's why the dictionary is a mutable. Dictionary is a mutable. Mutable means changing its value. That is to change its content. To change its content. The dictionary is also changing the content. Now the other one is a dictionary is a dynamic type. Dictionary is not a static type. It is a dynamic type. That is the values can be increasing and decreasing. The size can be increasing and decreasing. That is the size can be increased. The size can be increased and decreased and decreased. And how to increase it, sir? Increase and decrease. Increase means insertions. Decrease means deletions. That is the dictionary. Now it allows heterogeneous element. It allows the heterogeneous element. Heterogeneous means different data types. Heterogeneous element. Clear. Now here duplicate keys are not allowed. Duplicate keys are not allowed. Keys are not allowed. Why? Because keys are unique type. Duplicate keys are not allowed, and duplicate dictionaries are allowed. Duplicate dictionaries are allowed. That is a very important. Now, the next one is indexing and slicing not supporting. Indexing and slicing here not supporting. Not supporting. These are the important points in dictionaries. Now the first point is collection of key and value pair. Okay. And the dictionary is also created by the DICT function. Insertions okay. Deletions okay. Insertions and deletions are allowed. That's why it is a mutable. It is a mutable. List is mutable. Okay. Set is mutable. Dictionary is mutable. Only tuple immutable. Only tuple immutable. And the dictionaries are dynamic type. The dictionaries are dynamic type. And the size can be increasing and decreasing. Now the duplicate keys are not allowed. Duplicate. Okay. Now the duplicate values are allowed. Duplicate values are allowed. That is a very important. Duplicate values are allowed. Indexing and dictionaries are not supporting. Okay, clear up to here. Now, how to declare a list? How to declare a list? Similarly, to declare the declaration syntax of dictionaries. The declaration syntax of dictionaries. How to declare a dictionary? Example, how to declare a list? That is the list name equal to curly square bracket. This is the value 1, okay, comma, value 2 and value 3, okay, value 3 and so on, value n. This is called as a list. Next, if you want to declaring a tuple, now it is called as a tuple. Okay, want to declaring a list only set, now it is a set value. Now here we are creating a not a list, not a dictionary, not a set, not a tuple. We are creating a one dictionary. Dictionary name equal to, we are pairing the key and value pair. That is the key 1 colon value 1. And key and value pair, not only values. We are storing the keys and values. Now here the key colon value. This is the value 2. Second key colon symbol value 2. And it's separated by comma. And third key 3 colon symbol value and so on. That is the n keys. This is also called as similarly key n and value n. It is also called as key and value, and a collection of key and value pairs is called a dictionary. The declaration syntax is keys and value, key and value. That is syntax. Now we will go for the first example. What is the first example, sir? Creating an empty dictionary. The first example is to create a empty dictionary. Sir, how to create an empty dictionary? Empty dictionary are created by using the two ways. One way is the empty curly braces, D equal to dictionary, D equal to empty curly braces. So okay, this is empty dictionary. And the print of D means empty. And the data type of the D is dictionary data type. Dictionary data type. So this is example 1. Example 1, to create an empty dictionary. Clear? To create an empty dictionary. Okay, these are the dictionaries. D equal to type of D and print of D. Now run this document. Now the D is the data type is the D data type is the empty dictionary. This is empty dictionary. The data type is the empty dictionary. Data type is the dictionary data type. Clear? Okay. The next one is to creating an empty dictionary by using another way also. So how to create an empty dictionary? Another way. The second way is by using the inbuilt function DICT. By using the inbuilt function. This is the first example. To create a dictionary by using empty curly bracket. Now here to create a dictionary by using the DICT function. DICT function. Here the D is a empty dictionary. The empty dictionary type is a dictionary. Now run this module, run the current script, empty dictionary and the dictionary is clear. And the third example is, or the one more example, third example is to create a dictionary, example 3, to create a dictionary, with elements, clear, with the elements. For example, assume that what are the elements? For example, D equal to one dictionary, creating a one dictionary. A dictionary means key colon value, okay, comma, and key colon value. How to declare a key and colon value? For example, key colon value, okay, underscore. So now here one key colon value, comma, another key colon value, and so on up to the number of examples. For example, here we are assuming that we can create a dictionary. We can create a one dictionary. So now it is a dictionary. Up to in the list topic, up to tuple topics, we are declaring the indexes only. Now here the dictionary, this is a dictionary. Now this dictionary is divided into two parts. One is a key, okay, another one is a value. For example, one is a key, another one is a value. Now here we are storing the keys is, for example, account number. Keys is a account number. Assume that account number, and the value is the name of the customer. The account number is 101, for example, Venkat, okay, and 102, for example, Ram, okay, and 103, for example, the account number is the 103, the number is Siva. For example, 104, for example, the number is Balu. Here the name of the, okay, key is the account number, and the values are name, and so on. Now here to declare the key is, first key is 101, value of the first key is, for example, Venkat, okay, Venkat, clear. And the other key 102 key value is, for example, the value is Ram, okay. Now here clear. For example, the 103 is the account number and the colon symbol, and the value is, for example, Siva, okay, Siva value. Another value 104, for example, the value is, for example, the Balu, clear guys. Now these are, for example, 105, for example, Lakshmi, okay, account number is 105, she is a Lakshmi, clear. All these are the account number. First one is account number, name, and so on. All these are. This is called as a one dictionary. How to create a dictionary? Based on the value, based on the key, define the value. Now here the key is a dictionary. The value is any data type. That both are integer type. Both are integer is possible. Both are float is possible. One integer, one string is possible. No problem. Now key is also string also possible. No problem. The value is a dictionary also problem. Integer also no problem. But here the key is integer. In our example, the key is integer. The value is string. So now it is enclosed by single quote. Now these are the values. All these values are string values. That's why we are enclosing the value. So these are the values. These values are enclosed by single quotes. Okay, clear. Now this run this one. The print of D value, and data type is the dictionary type. Here only values, string type, only values, list type, or tuple type, and so on. But the key and value page. So now here declaring the dictionary. The dictionaries are internally stored like this. The lists are stored only values, but here the dictionaries are stored in with value with keys. This is the example for to create a dictionary with elements. Clear. Another example, for example, if you want to create a dictionary like all these values at runtime, not only dynamic static time. Here we are creating a value at static time only. Now if you want to create a dictionary, at runtime, that is very important. At runtime is by using the input value. For example, D is empty dictionary. Creating the D is empty dictionary. Okay, clear. Now the empty dictionary means you can enter key and value pair. You can enter the key and value. For example, first key equal to int of key is integer type. That's why this is the integer type. Value is 101, 102, 103, and 04. So integer type. Now enter key. For example, enter the key. Clear, integer type. For example, we are value equal to or xy, no problem. M and kv, and here the input of enter value. Enter the value of the key. Enter value of the key. Okay, value of the key. Clear, guys. Now here after entering this value This value is assigned to key. That's why here we are using d of k equal to b. D of k equal to b. That means b value is assigned to d of k. How to enter? First creating a dictionary. Now the creating a dictionary, that is the dictionary is empty dictionary. That means indirectly this dictionary is divided into two parts. One is the k, another one is a value. Okay, up to here clear all of it. Now the next one, run this module and run here. So now the enter key. For example, the key is 1905. Okay, this is the key. Here the key value is 1905. The key is 1905. Okay, 1905. And enter. And enter. And enter value of the key. For example, Python. Okay, Python. Now here, the value of the key is Python. The key is 1905 and the value is Python. And after entering, enter. So now here, the value is assigned to 0. But now enter the value. After entering the value, for example, testing, assume that. Now here, run this module, enter the key 1901, value is Python. Okay, Python. Here you can enter only one key and one value. In this example, you can enter at runtime the values are keys, but only for one key and one value only. For example, if you want to store more than one key and value, by using the for loop. Now here, an example, this example is explained using the for loop. Here you can enter the more than one value. For example 5, to create a dictionary at runtime, okay, to enter n number of keys and values. N is any number. For example, the D is an empty dictionary. N equal to, for example, 5. Assume that here the n equal to example 5. Here we're using for loop. For the loop is repeated for I in. Okay, range of 1 comma n elements means 6 elements. Up to 6, the n value is 6. Now they enter the value of the k, enter the value of key, and the D. This loop is executed repeatedly 5 times. I value 1, I value 2, I value 3, I value 4, I value 5, I value 6, up to 5. If I value equal to 6, to stop the loop, enter the key and enter the value. And this key value is assigned to B. Okay, clear. Run this module. Here, this is a dictionary. This is a dictionary. Clear? The dictionary. This is the key and value. For example, okay. Assume that. How many n value? N value means 5. Here the n is the number of elements are 5. Now enter. Okay, run this module. Okay, and n value equal to 5. This loop is repeatedly executed 5 times. This loop is repeatedly. All these statements are repeatedly executed 5 times. Run this module. Run the current script. Okay. Enter key. For example, the key is, for example, 10. Okay, assume that. The value is Python. Only P enter. We are enter the only Python. Okay. And 11 C. Okay. 12 CPP. Okay. 13, for example, Java. Okay. 14. For example, Django. Okay. Django. Now here enter the values. Now the 10 value is Python. 11 in C. Now here we are entering the values. Key is 10 and the key value is 11. Key value is 12. Key value is 13 and key value is 14. Here to enter the 5 elements. One is Python. One is C, CPP, and one for Java, and one for Django. Values, enter the values with key and value 8. Sorry, n is not a fixed value. Here n is not a fixed value. So now to assign the value, n value is also dynamic. That is the int of n is also dynamic. Int of input of enter how many elements entered into a dictionary. How many elements are entered into a dictionary? How many elements? It is not a fixed. 5 is not a fixed value. You can enter either 2 values or 3 values or 4 values or only 1 value. This loop is executed here n plus 1 times. Here to change the value of the n is fixed, it is 5. Now that we are using 6. If n is equal to n value, at dynamic time, at runtime, we can assign the value. Now run this module. So here, enter how many elements enter into a dictionary. Now the enter into a dictionary only 3 elements. For example, 101 is Ram. 102 is, for example, NTR. For example, assume that. Okay. 103 equal to, for example, Balaya. Okay, for example, assume that. So now the 101 Ram, 102 is NTR, and 103 is, for example, Balaya. So now it is called as enter the values. Okay, right? Okay, one more person asking, Charan is asking, Y square bracket for D of K. That means, sir, what is D of K, sir? D of K means to assign the value. To assign the value, okay, this V value is assigned to this key only. Y square brackets for D of K. Y square brackets for D of K means D of K equal to V means it is assignment statement. This is the assignment statement. This assignment statement, V value is assigned to this one. Simple example. For example, okay, D of 109 equal to, for example, Shiva. Okay, that means here Shiva is a value. Shiva is a value. This value is assigned to this key only. This value is assigned to this key only. For example, I will explain, no problem. One by one, please wait. Now assigning a value at runtime. Clear, guys? You are using this statement. Now why you are using the square bracket? Now here, example, okay, D equal to square empty distance. D of 201 equal to, example, some value, any value x. Okay. D of 202 equal to y. Okay. D of 203 equal to z. Okay. D of for example 405 equal to m value. Okay. So now D of 406 equal to, for example, n value. Here to assign the value, to store the values, these are the different values. Now the first one creating a empty dictionary. Now here to creating a empty dictionary. This is empty dictionary. This is the key, and these are called as a values. So now 201, 202, 203, okay, 405 and 406. This key is assigned to, okay, here this is x value, this is y value, this is z value, m value, and k value. If you want to retrieve the value in list and tuple, so we are using an index number. Here index numbers are not supporting. That's why you are using to support the keys only. You are supporting the keys. For example, this is the assign the value. Now running. After completing and print the value of D. Now this is the value of the D. 201x, 202y, 203z, 405m, 406n. If you want to access these elements, for example, D of 0 means D of 0. For example, accessing D of 0. If the D is a list, access only index number. Now here, okay, print of D of 405. That means D of 405 value is printed. Print of D of 405 means 405 value is printed. Okay. Now the 405 value is only for M. This is called as a, next one is a example 7. Example 6 to access okay, dictionary element. Now by using the keys only, individually in list and tuples to access the elements by using the index number or slicing. But here we are accessing the index elements by using the key only. Now here print of B of 201 to access only the 201 value. Okay. Print of B of 202. Now here to access the only for the elements are here, the elements are 202, 405 and 201, 202. Here to access the elements 405. Here the value of 405 is M. Okay. The value of 201 we actually value is X to access the elements. Now the 202 value is Y. That's why to access the elements of the 202. Right here. Very good. Thank you, Charan. Right. Thank you. Now creating a dictionary with the various types. First one is a empty dictionary. Second one is also empty dictionary by using DICT function. Third one is with elements. Fourth one is with elements to enter only one value. The fifth one is to enter the elements with any number of values, and to access the dictionary elements by using the key number, by using keys. Okay, up to here clear all of it. Now, what are the methods are available in dictionary? Now this is clear. Now these are the methods in dictionary. Methods in dictionary. So now the first one is what is the method of the dictionary? For the method of the methods, one method is LEN. Okay, already you know what is LEN. Okay. The LEN method. Clear? LEN method. And the second method is max method. Max. To find the maximum key. Not only values, max keys only. These are the only for keys based on the key. Another one is a sum method. And the fifth one is set default. Set default. It is a one function. It is used to assign the values. And one more function is pop. Pop item. Pop item. Okay. And the seventh one is only for pop. Pop. Clear. And eighth one is clear. And ninth one is only for keys. Only for keys. 10th one is values. And 11th one is items. These are the important functions. And 12th one is get function. Get. These are the 12 important functions in methods in dictionaries. Okay, now the clear. First four functions are. We'll explain the first four functions. First four functions are what is LEN, what is max, what is min, and so on. So the first four functions are okay here. The first four functions are. So what is LEN function? So here the LEN function is. So now it returns number of elements present in a dictionary. Okay, in the dictionary. Now it returns highest key. It returns highest key value only key, not the value. Highest key only. Highest key in a dictionary. Okay, clear. And it returns the lowest key, not value. Lowest key in a dictionary. If you want to distinguish lowest value, then we should go for the program only. Now it returns sum of all keys. Sum of all keys. Now clear. Example, assume that D equal to, here one example, one small example. Here you are already writing one example. For example, this is a dictionary. This is a dictionary. Now here we are writing one dictionary. The dictionary values are D equal to a small example. This is a dictionary value. Clear. And after that we are assumed that, okay, we are assumed that to find the length of D, the total LEN of D, number of elements in D, max of D, and print of min of D, and print of sum of D. That means sum of all elements in the dictionary. Okay, clear guys? This is a dictionary. In this dictionary, total number of elements are how many number of elements? 5. The maximum key value is 105, not the value. Maximum key 105. For example, here you are using one more key, return that maximum key, and the min key 101. And sum of all keys, that means 101 plus 102 plus 103 plus 105 plus 105. 4 and 5, the sum of the element. Now run the script. Total number of elements are 5. Maximum key is 105, and the minimum key is 101, and the sum of all elements equal to 515. Clear guys, are not up to here? Now this is a one simple dictionary. Okay, clear. Now if you want to find, now the fifth one is set to default. Set a default function. Okay. What is the purpose of this function? This function is used to add a new element, add a new key value pair to a dictionary. To add a new element. Okay, if the key value is already existing, then what happens, sir? I will explain, no problem. The first function is the set default function. This function is used to add a new key and value pair, only one key and value pair. Now on this one, for example, this is a key. Okay, this is a key. This is the original dictionary. This is the original dictionary. Okay, clear. This is the original dictionary. Now, sir. Okay, now here to add the element. How to add the element? D dot set default. Set default of add one key and value pair. For example, here 105. Okay. For example, 201. Okay. 201 comma 20, not colon, only for comma. 201 colon. For example, okay, Balaya. Okay. The 201, the key is 201. The name of the person is Balaya. For example, 301 set a default of, for example, 202. For example, the name is the, for example, Pawan Kalyan. Okay. Pawan Kalyan. Okay, clear. Pawan Kalyan. Okay, this is the value sum. Now this is the value and the print. After inserting two elements, only but two elements are added. The two elements are added. One element is, so the first example it displays the first one is only for existing dictionary, and the new one is the 201 is Balaya is added, and after addition and Pavan Kalyan is added 202. First one, this output, the first example, the first output is only by the already existing one. The new one is after adding new element. These two elements are added. If you are trying to colon symbol is not possible. But this is the syntax. This is the syntax. The set default syntax is set default of key comma value. Key comma value. Please observe this one. Set default of key comma value. That's one. The new key, okay, the new value is assigned to this key only. Balaya value is assigned to 201 key. Pavan Kalyan value is assigned to 202 key. Clear? These are the keys and values to add a new element to a existing dictionary. This is the existing dictionary. After adding the two elements, the total number of elements are here. The total number of elements are, for example, print of len of d. Here the total number of elements are only 5. After adding two elements, the len of d, the total number of elements are 7. Please observe this program. Here the default. Now this is wrong. Please observe this one. Colon is not possible. Here only for you are using comma only. Now this is run this program. Before only 5 elements. After 2 elements are added, 7 elements. Clear? This is the set default function. This function is used to add a new element to a dictionary. Clear, guys, up to here. What is the next one? The next one is, for example, if the key is already existing. For example, here, this is the syntax. This is syntax. Okay, clear? Now, sir, what will happen, sir? If the key is already existing, if the key is already existing, already exists, then what happens? Display the error or do nothing operation. For example, 201 okay, and we set default of, for example, 103. The Shiva place 103. For example, assume that one is a KCR. 103 Shiva is already existing. 103 is already present. If the given key is already existing, then what happens? Run this concept. Okay. And the value is changing or not changing? 103 changing or not changing? Not changing. If the given key is already existing, okay, do nothing operation. Do nothing. Do nothing without changing the value. Cannot be changing value or cannot change its value. Why? Because the key is already existing. That's why the cannot changing its value. The cannot add the new element to a dictionary. Clear? This is called as a set default function. Clear? And the next one is one more is that is a pop item function. What is the pop item function? So I explain one by one. Okay, for example, run this one. So what is this story? So here d.pop item. Okay, now print of d. What happens? Print of d. Here comment symbol. Okay, for example, this is the original dictionary. Here one item is removed, and what happens? Okay. What is the pop item? Pop item means simply what happens in a list. Pop means remove the last element. Here, if you want to remove the last element is 105. Remove the last element, then use the pop item function. So what is the pop item function, sir? This function is used to this method is used to remove the last item. The last key and value. This function is to remove the last key and value item. This is used to remove the last key and value. Wait, please, this one. What is pop item? Not pop. Remove the last item means pop item. Here the remove the last item is pop item. Clear? Okay, check it. In this function, remove the last item. The last item value is the 105. To remove this key and value pair from the dictionary. Now another function is pop function. But the seventh function is pop. So what is pop function, sir? This function is used to remove the specified element, particular element, specified key and value, specified key from a dictionary. Specified key from a dictionary. Specified key. We are using the key value. You are using the key value from your dictionary. Now here the dictionary is, example, this is a dictionary. Okay, clear? This is the dictionary. D equal to one simple example. D equal to this is the dictionary. Okay. Now removing the element, specify element. So which item to be removed, sir? D dot pop of 102. For example, 102 remove and print of D. Now after removing, print the value of the D. What is pop function? It is used to remove the specified key from a dictionary. Here the specified key is 102. 102 is removed from the dictionary. Clear? 102. Okay. Now there are the number of key and value pairs. Here we are using 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. This is original dictionary. This is completely original dictionary. And here, after removing the dictionary is 101, 102, 101, 103, 104, 105. 102 is removed from the dictionary. This element is removed from the dictionary. Here, this is not present. Please observe this. Clear? 102 is removed from the dictionary. After removing, it has the only for 4 elements. Or for example, I want to remove this another number also. For example, D dot pop of 105. Okay, 105 also removed. D dot pop of 103. 103 also removed. Only the remaining elements are 101 and 104 only. Now here this statement removes 102. Clear. And this statement removes 105. Clear. And this statement removes 103. And after only 2 elements are present, one is 101 and another one is a 104. Clear, guys? Up to here, all of you. Now this function is called as a pop function. Clear. For example, if you want to remove the all elements, then we should go for clear function. The number is eighth function. That is clear or method. This function is used to remove all elements, all key value pairs from a dictionary. For example, D equal to existing dictionary. Now here, this is a dictionary. One dictionary, this is a dictionary. This is a particular dictionary. Please observe this one. Right here, for example, the clear function. Remove the all dictionary. Now here, D dot clear function. You can call the D dot clear function. After calling, these are the values. Now here, we are using, this is the existing dictionary. After removing all the elements, here this is the existing dictionary. The dictionary is empty. Please observe this one. Always the empty dictionaries are created by using the empty curly braces. Now it is called as an empty dictionary. Clear? After removing all elements, the dictionary is empty. Clear? This is a clear function. Now, one more function is, for example, after clear function. These are the clear function of the one is the keys and values and items. These 3 functions are always important in dictionary. So now what is key function? What is key? And this function, what is value? And what is key? And what is items? Now this function returns only keys. This function returns only keys. For example, sir, this is a dictionary. One small dictionary. This is a one dictionary. Okay, it's a dictionary. Here to this dictionary, print all the values. Okay, now this is a dictionary. This dictionary print all the values. Now all the values are means. Now this is a dictionary. In this dictionary, print all the values. Now I want to print only keys, or I want to print only values, or both. This is the dictionary. Print of D means all values. Now I want to print of D dot keys only D dot keys. Now I want to print all the values. Print only keys. Only keys means this function has only key means 101. Only key means 102. Only key means 103. Only key means 104. Only key means 105. If you want to print both the values, then we can use the print of D. Or now here the program is only for keys. Only for keys are I want to print only cell numbers. I want to print only account numbers. Here the account number. Example, one person is asking, sir, I want to print in the bank example. Please wait 1 minute. Okay, for example, decent values. In this bank example, sir, I want to print only, here the example of the dictionary, I want to print only keys. No problem, only keys. For example, I want to print only keys and values. Now here, these are the keys. These are the keys. This function completely display the only keys. So run this one. Okay, run this keys. Here, only the keys. Only keys. 101, 102, 103, 104, and 105 only keys. This example display all the values. Here in this example display only keys, only keys. For example, this is the example for example one. Example one. Sir, I want to print the keys in different format. In a different format. For example, second example, two keys only. For example, only another example. Here, this is a dictionary, sir. Okay, this is the dictionary. Here only keys, sir. I want to keys only keys. I want to only keys. Here d dot keys. D dot keys. This function returns only keys. The keys are like this: 101, 102, 101. Not the horizontally, sir. I want to display the vertical order. If you want to display the vertical order by using the for loop, for I in d dot keys. I in d dot keys. Here not k dot keys. Here that is the d. D dot keys. Here D dot keys and the print of I. Print of, here we are using the I. I dot D dot keys. What is the for loop, sir? Here what is the for loop? D dot keys is function. This function returns 101 value and 102 value and 103 value and 104 value and 105 value. Okay, here the first for loop I value is 101. Okay, it takes the I value is 101, enter into the loop. Here the output is print of I, the value is 101. Okay, again the next value, I value equal to, for example, 102. Print the value is 102. For example, I value is next time 103. Print the I value is 103. And the next time I value is 104. Print the I value is 104. And next time I value is 105. Print the I value is 105. And so on. This process is repeated up to how many number of keys are eligible present. Automatically all the keys are present. Here this function returns only keys. Please observe this one because it is a keys function. Now here the output is 101, 102, 103, 104, and 105. The output is only keys. Clear, guys? Up to here. Now I want to print only values. For example, if you want to print only values, that is possible only in values function. That is possible in only values. Values. What is the values function? This function is used to return only values. So what are the values? Are only values. Here this function is the only values. Values are okay, Venkat Ram. This is a function. Okay, this is a one dictionary. Here values function. This function returns. This function returns only values. Here this function returns only values. So what is the value? For example, print of D means total. D dot values. D dot values means only value. Values is Venkat, values is Ram, values is Siva, Balu, and for example, values. Only values. This is the dictionary. In this dictionary values only. Please observe this. Dictionary values only. This is first value, second value, third value, fourth value, and fifth value. Based on the condition, we can return the values only. Now, if you want to display these values in, okay, for example, these values in the horizontal, not in the vertical order. But here we are using some example for loop. Another example, 101. Here we are using the for loop for I in not function calling by using this for loop. Print of I. The values are printed one by one, line by line. This is a Venkat, Ram, Siva, Balu, and Lakshmi. Clear, guys? To print the only values. Now one more function is available, sir. That is the items function. The 11th one, that is the items function. Items. Here item means both. This function returns only values, only keys, okay, only values, okay. But here this function returns both. That is the keys and values. Please observe this one. Not only keys, not only values. This function returns the both keys and values. Very important. Not only ones are value. This function returns the both the values, key and values. For example, assume that one example. Here is the first example. Example one. You want to print the both the values. Assume that you have to print the both the value. Now is the value. Here print of. Please wait. Wait only 1 minute. This function returns the both the keys and value pairs. That is the keys and values pair. Okay, please wait. Right? Now return the keys and values. Here the print of d dot items. This function returns both, not only one value, not keys and not the values. Both the returns the values. Okay, both returns. First key and value pair, not colon symbol. First key and value pair, second key and value pair, third key and value pair, individual, and fourth and fifth also. This is a clear by using the keys and value pairs. These are the by using the dictionary function. Sir, I want to display one by one. I want to display the one by one, or here we can use the for loop also. Here we can use the for loop also. Now, there's a function is another example. Here we are using for loop. For I in d dot items of print of I. That means items function returns both value, key and value. Now here I means key and value. Output is 101 Venkat. Here run this command. Okay, 101 Venkat, 102 Ram, 103 Shiva, 104 so and so. This is a one type of output. Clear? Individual output, but not the colon symbol. Using individual output, that's as a return. And one more example. Here we are in the one more example. Now I want to display another example. Another different type. The output is different type. Here we are using the values for I in d dot items. This is a function. Print of I. Okay, clear guys. Print of I. It is the value. This is the value. Now here I want to print the output is like this. 101 blank space and Venkat. I want to blank. Okay. This is the blank without commas, without the brackets, without all these values. Okay. 102 and one blank space and Ram and so on. I'll print all of them. I want to print like this. So here using another loop also. Another statement for I comma j in d dot item. This function has the key and value. The key value is assigned to ji and the value is assigned to j. This function returns the both key and value. That's why key and value. That's why the key is assigned to I and value is assigned to j. Here to print the values of I comma j, both the values. Or run this command I value and j value. I value and j value. I and j. If we want to print the one tab also. Okay, one tab class T for tab space between. In the previous example, no spaces between. Here we are using the spaces. If you want to another slash also, slash T, two slash, some output, different formats. Gap between these two values. No, sir, I want between these two values, I want some output also, some arrow marks. Now we are in some arrow marks also. This is the values of. By using the d dot items, this function returns the both keys and values. This is the 11th function. Now, after completing all these functions, okay, one is the 12th function is get function. Sir, what is get function, sir? The 12th function is get function. The 12th function is get. This function is used to get the value of, or this function returns the value of the given key. This function is the value of the given key. So for example, it is a dictionary. One dictionary. We want to read the value of the given key. Now here the dictionary value of print of d dot get of 102. Value of 102. Value of 102. Print of d dot get of 105. The value of 105. Print of d dot get of 101. Account number 101. Name of the account number 101 into the value. So here this is the get function. And this one. Now here the output is okay. The output is here the value of the 102. 102 value is RAM. Now it is function returns RAM. Okay. The value of 105. 105. The value of 105 is example Lakshmi. Or it is the Lakshmi value. The value of 101 is Venkat. This function returns only Venkat. Clear guys? This is the get function by using the values of 1 by 1. Now the another function is, for example, the 13 function. The 13 function is a copy. Copy means to copy the elements. This function is used to copy the elements. Copy the elements from one dictionary to another dictionary. One dictionary to another dictionary. Here, okay, here. Now, this is a one dictionary. It's a one dictionary. All the values are copied to another dictionary. It's the comment symbol. The comment symbol is extended to up here. Now, this is the original dictionary. It's a copy. Here, D1 equal to D dot copy. That means all the values are D are copied to D1. Print of D1, print of D. Or sir, I want to confuse sir. Here this symbol is, for example, this is the dictionary 1. This is dictionary 1. This is the second dictionary, the new dictionary is the D2. All the D1 values are copied to D1 and D2. Now D1 is a original dictionary. These D1 values are copied to D2. These D1 values are copied to D2. After printing D1 and D2 both are having the same values. Now run this command. Run this executable statement. Now D1. This is the D1. Now the first one is D1 and the second one is D2. After copying D1 and D2 both are the same. Clear guys? This is completely for dictionary topic. Complete dictionary topic. Dictionary theory part and dictionary methods in dictionary. What are the methods covered in dictionary? Okay, thank you very much.